If you've been decluttering your office to try and manifest more money, for the love of God, please stop. In this episode, we're going to talk about what you should be focusing on decluttering first before you worry about having a nice, tidy office that will actually help you manifest a whole lot of money and abundance a whole lot faster. Now, if you're a soulful business owner who would love to manifest a whole lot more money and wants to know some practical ways that you can actually take loving care of that money, this channel is the place for you. So make sure you hit subscribe and click the notification bell. Now, I've seen it time and time again, people who put out their manifesting formulas and they say the first thing you have to do is declutter your space. And that helps you, kind of clear the energy so you can attract a whole lot more money in. And I'm going to tell you in this episode why I think that may help you attract a bit more money, but what you're much better off decluttering and spending a bit of time clearing and cleaning up, that is actually going to help you get a whole lot further, a whole lot faster. And this episode probably should come with a rant alert because I get pretty fired up about this, because it's one of those ways that I see people talking about manifesting in a way that's really, I don't know, the term Mickey Mouse comes to mind. So I want you to just think about this for a moment, right? What are we wanting to attract more of? Money. And so what are we trying to clear the energy around? Where are we trying to get a smoother vibration? Money. So yes, our office is the place where we generate income, which translates to money in the bank. But how about we cut out all those middle steps and actually just declutter our actual money? Because, as much as it's stressful to sit in a cluttered space with piles of paper all around you, like the one I've got over there and the one I've got over there, it does add a bit of mental stress. What is much more stressful is if your actual money is a mess. If you don't know where the money is to pay the bills, where the money is to run your business, where the money is that you can just spend on having some fun, getting a massage, going out to dinner or out with your friends, right? If you are stressed around your money because it's in a mess, you're going to have a really wobbly money vibration, because the money that's already here, that's your response to it. And so on the topic of money, that's the vibration you're sending out into the universe. A wobbly, it's a mess, it stresses me vibration. And if your vibration is, oh my God, money really stresses me, guess what you're blocking? More money from coming. That's right, because you don't want more stress, do you? So instead of worrying about cleaning up your office, which, yes, I really need to get onto that, let's worry about actually cleaning up your vibrations, specifically around the topic of money, by organizing the money you've already got in your life and also making that work a whole lot better for you. So I'm going to run you through the benefits of decluttering your money before you worry about decluttering anything else. And we're going to talk about why decluttering your office may work a little bit as well, because it's handy to understand that, because you will have people say to you, no, I swear, I just cleared up that pile of papers, put some things in the shredder, organized my pens by color code, and I got a new client sign up just like that. So it works. And I want you to understand why that happens. And we're also going to talk about where to begin. Like, where do you actually start with organizing and decluttering your money? So let's do it. Actually, I'm just going to quickly interrupt myself, because what I'd love to know is, have you done this? Have you decluttered your office and did some money flow in as a result? And my question to you is, even if that happened, how many times can you declutter your office? Like, is that going to be your new income producing strategy where you just tidy your office every single day to keep the money rolling in? Like, I'm kind of, being a little bit silly, but I hope you get my point. So let's talk about why decluttering your office can work in terms of bringing in that little bit of an influx of money as a consequence. And here's what I think. I think that the reason when people declutter their office, sometimes they will have this little influx of money and abundance into their life. It's because they're distracting themselves. they're distracting themselves and they're raising their vibration. They're actually taking themselves a little bit out of the equation of where there's been so much resistance and so much stress around, trying to produce the result they're looking to produce. And they're just doing something that kind of takes their mind off it, and they're tidying their space, which always makes you feel better and it raises your vibration. And so you're releasing some resistance around that specific topic of I've got to generate income, and you're raising your vibration, which naturally aligns you with the vibration of abundance. And that allows some of it to flow to you, which is cool. But like I said before, I'm much more interested in getting a consistent flow of money into your life and into your business, and actually also making the money you've already got go to work for you better. And that is where decluttering your actual money and your actual banking comes into play. Because if your money is a mess, you're going to be a mess. Likely a stressed out mess. So just by getting things sorted and putting everything in its place, you can start to feel calmer, which then does permanently shift your vibration around that topic of money. It's not just something you did to distract yourself once, but as soon as you go back to the topic of money, there's the resistance again. You've actually cleared the resistance on the specific topic itself. And when you organize your banking and get everything into its place, your money can actually flow properly. Your money can flow into your business, and then from your business through into your personal accounts and your personal finances. Because a lot of people will have that in a bit of a red hot mess where everything's tangled up. And what that means is that you're creating all these, I'm thinking about flow, so I'm thinking about all these eddies and currents, and maybe I'm having a flashback to my former life as a chemical and petroleum engineer, but I'm seeing all this turbulence, right? Because all the money is all mixed up and it's just not able to flow in a nice, smooth, fluid way where plenty more can come in. Because think about it, if money is flowing through smoothly, then that actually allows a whole lot more to flow into and through your life. And of course, when you organize your money, it gives you clarity. You know where things are, you know where to pay for certain things from, which accounts to use for what. And you also know that you've got some tax money put aside because you have a dedicated tax account, your business is paying itself and you've got enough money in there for it. You know that you've got a separate account for your fund money, and fund money is actually a really important part of a good money system. And you know that you can spend that guilt-free. And with that clarity comes a much calmer energy and a higher vibration. You start to feel in control of your finances. You feel empowered, you feel good. And because it's around the specific topic of money and your finances, not only are you raising your vibration, but you're becoming more of a match to that abundant, more abundant version of you. You're smoothing it all out, which makes you magnetic to so much more. And of course, on a purely practical note, it means that your money's actually working for you. It's where it's meant to be and it's there for you when you need it. It means you don't need to keep robbing Peter to pay Paul, shuffling money in circles or standing in the supermarket checkout queue, quickly checking your banking to see if, maybe you need to whip out the credit card. It means your money's actually working for you. And the money you do already have is going to work for you as well. Because as Bob Proctor once told me, there are two ways to make money: people at work and money at work. And by getting your money organized, you're starting to put your money to work for you. And can you see how all of this kind of comes together? How really we are marrying the magical with the practical. As we get more organized and declutter our money and get things sorted, it raises our vibration and it helps us become magnetic to more. And as we become magnetic to more and we have the system in place to take care of it, that money can grow and multiply. And as I say, make money babies, money going to work for you, which of course, every dollar that your money is just multiplying and making on its own is a dollar you didn't have to lift a single finger for. So it's really, really cool. Now, After you finish watching this episode, stay with me though, because I'm about to tell you where to get started. Like, what is the very first thing you want to look at and where to begin with all of this decluttering your money stuff. But when you finish watching this episode, jump into that episode, which will pop up at the end here, so you can actually just click straight through, because in that one, I give you 3 practical tips to help organize your money and manage it better that also make you magnetic to more in the process. So you definitely want to make sure you watch that one next. But first, let's keep going. So let me give you 2 important principles to keep in mind when you're decluttering your money. And the first one is that you want to separate business and personal. Just as, if you're decluttering your office, one of the things you would probably do is separate your office space, your workspace, from your home space, because that's mixed energy otherwise. You want that nice, clean focus. Same with your money. We want that nice, clean focus. This is business money and this is personal money. So that's the first thing. We want to separate business from personal. And the next one to keep in mind is to give every dollar a job to do. Now, I talk about that more in this episode with the really hands-on practical tips, like what do you actually need to do that not only helps you manage your money more wisely, but also makes you magnetic to more. But the principle of giving every dollar a job to do can be applied very simply by starting with naming your bank accounts to indicate what the actual purpose of the money in them is. So business operating account, fund money account, bills, household bills account. Name them, nickname them on your banking app so that you actually know what that money is for. Don't just have like random numbers and then try to figure out what that account is for. And make sure that you're really clear. Is this business or is this personal? And exactly what is the job of this money? Is it to pay my bills, let me have some fun, operate my business, etc.? Now, if you'd like me to take you by the hand and lead you through a step-by-step process to help you organize and tidy your banking better, then jump on my absolutely free workshop called Organize and Tidy Your Banking. You'll find the link in the description below this video. So what's your biggest takeaway? Are you going to stop decluttering your office and start by decluttering your money first? I would love to hear a hell yes, I'm decluttering my money in the comments below. Let me know that, because it'll make me so damn happy. And if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends, and jump on this episode next, of course, because in that I show you how to organize your money with my 3 top tips that also help you get magnetic to more. See you there.